Volunteer first expresses interest in becoming a School on Wheels tutor, he or she is often concerned that they will not have the skills to help the children effectively. New volunteers often think that they need a teaching background in order to be a great tutor, but this is not the case. Our volunteers come from all different backgrounds and each have skills that make them effective tutors. When faced with questions about the best ways to engage with students, I often find that our current volunteers are the best resources to provide tips to new and longtime tutors about the tutoring hour. Here are 4 of our current volunteers with recommendations on 3 of the most frequently asked questions from our new tutors. How do you keep students focused during the tutoring hour?
Our kids come to us after sitting in the classroom for many hours of the day, and typically they have energy that needs to be burned and released. And so I found that first you have to recognize it and then just address it. And I try to address it in little ways. I may have them stand for part of the time when we're working on an activity. I always have them walk with me when we go get an activity or a book or a game. I put something in their hands. I usually carry a mini slinky and a stress ball, and I'll put something in their hands because a lot of times they just need to have something to be doing.
Stop them for a brief moment and let them know that, this is something that's very important that we have to take care of right now.
Maybe do the stuff they like first and get them engaged in that, and then they're at least on a roll.
Or the opposite, some of them like to get out of the way the homework that they're dreading so that they can do it with someone while we're there and then maybe do the stuff they enjoy later.
If I have a kid who has lots of energy, I try to set little goals like, okay, if we can concentrate for 10 minutes, we're going to go do this. We're going to get a really great book, or we're going to play a game.
How do you motivate students to complete their homework?
I think it's important to let them talk a little bit. Some of them haven't had a chance to decompress after school.
Ask them pretty much how the things go at school today, and pretty much whatever answer they give me, I try to put a little humor to that.
Littler ones, the stickers and the award at the end, certainly work on that.
I do a lot of praise and a lot of high fives just for every little thing. If I've watched kids and they do 2 math problems and then you say, wow, those are perfect, or oh, you did a great job, they really kind of latch on to that.
How do you approach unfamiliar subject areas or homework?
Normally I try to see what their book says, but the child did not have a book. So I Googled it and was amazed that there was an example right on I do it on my phone.
I think they like to see that even adults may struggle through the work that they're given, that this isn't necessarily the easiest thing and you should just get it and move on.
Focus, motivation, and difficult homework. These are all challenge areas that our volunteers may come across at some point during their tutoring experience. Thank you to all of our volunteers for providing us with these awesome